Okay, this is sounding suspicious to me. I just want to check this out, because before the show, you said that this movie was a chick flick, even though there were no chicks, right?
It is, because there's all this inward development and deep thought.
And that's what I want to go with, because I've also heard Brokeback Mountain described as a chick flick without chicks. Now, is like in their point of self-discovery,
No.
So they don't
because
go
they
to
both
a
have
mountain and knock their
separate
wrinkles around or
families.
anything, right?
Morgan Freeman's character actually is very much in love with his wife.
Okay.
He has a wife and is very much in love, even though Edward Cole's character tests him in this.
Because I think if Jack wanted him, he could get him.
Oh, well, you know, Jack Nicholson could
out
probably
there,
get anyone if he wanted him, but he, you know, tries to set him up with this girl, and I think they're in Hong Kong at the time, and Morgan Freeman's character says, no, I am married and I love my wife, and that's that. And then he just decides to go home and be with his wife for the rest of the time that he has. So it's, and then he helps Nicholson's character develop with his family too, and realize how much he truly loves his family and misses them, and he goes and beats with them. So it's
so
spoiler alert,
but
he's
always like the mentor and the narrator. He's either like the narrator / mentor or God.
But he plays it so well. I mean, you know, he could probably tell me to do something and I'd run and do it, you know.
It's the voice.
It is the voice, I think. That, and I saw him in Along Comes a Spider, and you know, he can be intimidating too. But it's a fairly decent movie. I mean, it's definitely something that, you know, if you're into the whole grumpy old men / without the woman.
I mean, yeah, it almost sounds like an old guy version of Thelma and Louise.
I could see that. So yeah, it was good, and I think I gave this a 3.
All right, sounds good.
So
that is a positive 3. Right?
A positive 3.
Okay,
this is worth seeing. You know, if you don't want to go spend the theater money, wait until it comes out on DVD, rent it, and watch it, because it's very good. And so we have one more, Vantage Point.
Now this one I want to hear about. I've heard
this
things.
one, I was kind of skeptical about it at first, but it was amazing. It's the way it tells the story. You are just on the edge of your seat the entire time.
1000 BC, the story was kind of like one of the weaker elements, so they just emphasized the action. So how does this movie go with action?
Action, I mean, it's short and quick, but it's high intensity. I know this sounds really bad, and you got that look on your face, but I mean,
what you're talking about.
You have to remember this story is told in a bunch of 10 to 15 minute segments. So the action can't last, you know, half an hour. You can't have a half an hour chase scene.
Right.
You have a 5-minute chase scene, and then we're cutting to a different character. So it's very high intensity, even though it's very short. So it's, I mean, I know it sounds bad saying it that way.
Makes me think of the Bourne Ultimatum, though, where you just got like these quick bursts of action.
Yeah, but it's done tastefully. And I really love this movie. I would give it a 4.
All right, and
with
I haven't
ease.
seen it, so I have to agree.
I give it 4 Shakespeare's. His storytelling was phenomenal. And we're getting signs that we're running out of time, so we got to do this DVD giveaway thing real quick. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to ask you a question, and you have to answer this question by emailing vikingvision@berry.edu.
Once again, that's vikingvision@berry.edu.
So email the answer if you think you know it. And it is addressing the director of 10,000 BC. So Roland Emmerich?
Yeah, so the question is, which film directed by Roland Emmerich
and starring
what's his name? Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Won a Grammy and an Oscar. So, once again, less muddled. Which film directed by Roland Emmerich, starring Jeff Goldblum, won both a Grammy and an Oscar?
Email that to vikingvision@berry.edu, and if you are right and you're the first person to respond, you will get...
You win Sweeney Todd.
You win Sweeney Todd. What's the deadline? I would say...
Is the deadline up to us? Because the higher powers gave us no orders on this.
Okay,
so
I would say
the deadline be?
By midnight midnight Wednesday what's Wednesday?
The 9th?
The 9th, yes.
Okay.
Midnight Wednesday the 9th. That would be the deadline.
All right, sounds good.
As determined by me.
But remember, you only win if you're the first.
Yes.
So get on it, guys.
All right.
Free DVD.
Rush. And so we will leave you with that. And I think that's all we have for tonight. So,
all right. So until next time,
peace out.